A lifestyle portfolio enables your family to never lack the basic essentials like food, shelter, and clothing. Notice, I have not mentioned education. When you are hungry, education is a luxury. It is designed to preserve your personal and family dignity when the worst happens. That's the first and the most important portfolio that you must build. Once you're done with a lifestyle portfolio, you must move to the second portfolio. We call it a security portfolio. Any of you who has ever had a sick person in hospital, a parent, could you spare anything? Nothing. I had a sick person in the hospital in 2022, and every day we were accumulating a bill of 500,000 in ICU. Every day. If they were there for 100 days, how much would I have spent? 50 million, isn't it? How many of you have a medical scheme that can cover 50 million? The privileges that we enjoy today, going to private hospitals like Nairobi Hospital, Aga Khan Hospital, and other what you consider to be good hospitals, can come to a sudden stop. And you can quickly find yourself seeking refuge in the public hospitals you have been avoiding because the bills are accumulating. There is nothing that you can spare when you have a sick one, a sick loved one. And this is what we call big disruptors of life. Education, home ownership, medical emergencies. Those three things, they take out most of our incomes during the prime of our life. You've heard our parents say, I used to pay school fees. Where did the money go to? Have you heard such a statement? It's because we pay school fees during the prime of our, but by the time you hit retirement, you discover you only paid school fees, took a mortgage, and hopefully you didn't have to go through a medical emergency. One or two of them is enough to take out your entire working life. So we encourage our customers to build something called a security portfolio. So this is a portfolio that ensures it targets these things: an education plan, a medical emergency plan, a home ownership plan. So instead of mortgaging your life for 25 years, we come up with a plan and we help you to build your house, let's say, in 5 years without having to pay very expensive interest rates that are currently prevailing in the market. So that is a security portfolio. Somebody once said, life begins at 40. And I kept wondering, why would anyone coin such a thing? What do they mean? My own intuition, personal intuition, is that they imagine that you will go through this hierarchy of needs. Your first years of working are about securing a lifestyle portfolio and a security portfolio. Those two things are likely to take you to your 40. When you do that, you achieve what we call financial freedom, true financial freedom. And that allows you to transition to the third kind of portfolio that we believe everyone must have, and we call it an aspirational portfolio. Aspirational portfolio. Life is short. You must have fun. A lifestyle portfolio affords you to constructively upgrade your life. You move from a Toyota, you buy the sports Range Rover that you have been wanting. And some of us, a Porsche Cayenne GT Turbo, like I have just said. It costs 25 Mike, but I deserve it. By the time I have done my lifestyle portfolio, my security portfolio, I can walk to DT Dobby and say, I have earned the privilege of now driving my sports Range Rover or my Porsche Cayenne Turbo. Aspirational portfolio. At this point, you also realize something. You're doing well, and you can only drive one car at a time. You can only eat one plate at a time. For some reason, I don't know, when people do well, they don't want to eat meat. The thing that they desire the most. They want to eat the healthy foods, yeah? So you start realizing there is more to life than yourself. There is more to life than your family. And you can set up a philanthropic portfolio alongside an aspirational portfolio. See, who will remember you beyond your family for having done good to them? Some people I've seen, they set up something to take care of young people who have brilliant ideas but they don't have funding. Some people who had difficulties going to school, they sponsor 1 or 2 children for education. You can do this constructively without eating into your capital. And that's where now you become aspirational. And finally, a legacy portfolio. I have sat with billionaires in their 70s and 80s about transitioning their wealth. And I've been very disturbed by this observation. Most of them, they think their kids are either not capable of running whatever empire they have built until that point, or their kids are totally not interested. So I've resigned to the idea that the best wealth you can ever leave to your children is not asset, is cash flows. The best wealth you can ever leave to your children is not assets, it is cash flows. What that does is separates managing the portfolio and the beneficiary from the portfolio. It allows your children to pursue their individual missions or purpose in life, while allowing the portfolio to grow under the management of professionals. So that answers 2 questions for some of us, maybe 30, 40 years from today. Who will inherit you and how will they inherit you? And if you want to go further, how further down the generations do you want that portfolio to go and impact your future offsprings? So a legacy portfolio is designed to enable you to leave a lasting impact to multiple generations. So 4 types of portfolio, let me just recap them. A lifestyle portfolio, a security portfolio, an aspirational portfolio, and finally, a legacy portfolio. If you have these 4 portfolios combined, it's like having your Porsche Cayenne Turbo. Any turbulence that comes in future, in your business, in your personal life, in your whatever you do, you are able to navigate through. You cushion your family, you insulate your family from all these things that tend to happen to us when you're out there trying to provide for our family. The quality and size of your portfolio will determine how easily or otherwise you and your family will navigate through lean financial times in the future. It is the equivalent of the power of the engine of your car. The higher the power, the easier to overtake and the easier to navigate on the roads. I believe taking these measures will not only secure our financial well-being, but also our mental wellness, which is of great importance. There is no wealth without health. And for purposes of mental health, there is no wealth without mental health. These things, they feed each other. These steps will help us to be in a better state of mind to handle difficulties that will face us in the future. So I wish all of you great wealth and great mental health. Thank you very much.